Hello guys and gals, me Mutahar, and if you've been on the internet the last couple days, you've noticed that Discord is making people fill some diapers. Now ladies and gentlemen, to understand, I like focusing on privacy on this channel, but one of the things that I like doing is trying to be a rational individual and look at things appropriately. That means whenever there's fear-mongering or anything of that nature, sometimes you have to look at those mountains that are made out of molehills and try to level it down. Now to understand, Discord's been in the entire mix because apparently they decided to add the most sinful thing you've ever seen on the internet. No, not NFTs, not crypto, not disgusting Rule 34 that you can't show your grandma. I'm talking artificial intelligence. Now, it's no surprise, everything has AI these days. Okay, cars got AI, video games have AI. I'm pretty sure toasters are going to have artificial intelligence at some point, okay? Stick a piece of bread in it and it's going to use ChatGPT to figure out just how to fry it, how to toast it to perfection. Now, the catalyst for these dirty diapers is this post right here. When it comes to sharing AI experiences with your friends, there's no place like Discord. Today, we're introducing AI experiments, including a chatbot named Clyde. So, of course, at this point, let's try to see what Clyde is, okay? Maybe it's not all bad. Let's go to Discord AI, all right? Let's see what they've got. Discord is your place for AI with friends. Okay. So, of course, they pretty much tell you it's privacy first and an optional only approach, meaning you are not required to use this tool, okay? If you feel that it goes against your religious principles, you don't have to use it, okay? That's one of the reasons it's written like that. Now, of course, Clyde here has a few features. One of them is AutoMod AI, which is great, okay? Some people, they don't have the ability to have moderators on tap. So usually you can use AI moderation tools, and generally they do the job pretty well. Now, of course, according to the entire thing, they've pretty much told you that Clyde, natively within Discord, uses OpenAI technology. Clyde can answer questions and have extended conversations with you and your friends, okay? So you can kind of use it like a ChatGPT clone and just have it within the application. Now, of course, Discord's terms of AI, like how they describe people, sit around, is pretty vague. I think the last time I've done something like this with friends is like a Rule 34 bot, which ended in like the saddest ways you could imagine. Now, of course, you've also got conversation summaries, which, all those people shitposting in general, yeah, that all gets summarized by the AI, which I think is a cool feature. Then, of course, you've got Avatar Remix, which I don't think anybody's going to be using. Like, what, you get to make, you get to put birthday hats on your character's profile picture? Wow, that's so cool! Then, of course, you've also got whiteboard tools, which I think is a great tool set. One of the most collaborative things that I do with other people is draw dicks together. So the ability to do that on Discord and then use AI to generate that, into a proper photo would be something interesting. Now, of course, these are all privacy focused and also very optional, okay? Meaning they're not it's not something you should get mad over. I want to read a few takes of people that I think are genuinely a little unhinged. One of them is, the statement is directly for Discord. You are violating people's privacy. Hear me again. You are violating privacy. You are violating their ability to securely communicate for work, personal communication, and much more, and are going to cause yourself legal trouble. Again, if you're using Discord for any professional, confidential work, that's an L on you, because there are plenty of privacy-focused Discord clones out there. I really hate it when people use Discord and they think that this is the only option they have. If you give that much of a shit about privacy, I'm going to show you an alternative right here. Now, Matrix is basically a framework. It's a protocol designed for secure, decentralized real-time communication. And of course, elements of this isn't entirely used in this piece of software I'm about to show you, one known as Revolt, which is literally designed to be like a Discord clone. Doesn't have all the features, obviously, but it's designed so that all your conversations are confidential and your data is secure. For instance, here's a Revolt server. I don't particularly use it because I don't really have friends that use this as well. Part of the reason I use Discord is every creator, every group that I work with uses Discord, and it's an easy way to just connect with somebody over the internet. Now, of course, you could use this if you truly cared about your privacy and didn't want the big brother snooping into your conversations. If you use Discord, you have automatically lost. Now, of course, there's other things where it's so funny to see how Discord pulls off the most disgusting, vile, supervillain shit while still trying to present itself as a cute ooh-woo service for gamers. Again, these are privacy-focused, entirely optional tools. You guys are treating it like this is some crazy abuse to God that they're doing right here. Again, I think Discord adding features isn't bad. Artificial intelligence tools they provided seem like they might come in handy every once in a while. But of course, then it gets into an entire different thing. On one of their Reddit posts, Discord app, they basically had one post that was kind of trending. Discord will possibly record your video calls, voice calls, and channels, including your screen shares. Now, if you've ever been part of Discord screen shares, not that I would ever do something like that would be haram, but people oftentimes stream their desktops, watch movies together. So yeah, screen shares, that's one of the main reasons people use that feature, also to share gameplay. Then of course, video, voice calls, and channels could potentially be recorded. How do people come to this conclusion? Well, because of their privacy policy, the new updated ones, which is effective 27th of March this year, Discord will record, store your video calls, voice call channels, and your screen shares. So basically they removed 2 lines from their actual privacy policy where they said, we generally do not store the contents of videos or voice calls or channels. How people assumed that Discord wasn't already recording your calls when in their own words they wrote, we generally do not. That means it gives them free rein to potentially tap in and record whatever they need to. Now, of course, is Discord going to record your conversations and store them on their servers? There are a lot of laws around wiretapping and recording conversations and storing them. And there are a lot of new data protection laws in Europe, the United Kingdom, the United States, Canada, you name it, where they would actually be fined heavily if they were just storing and sharing your video calls around. Not saying that any service can't do that, but to pretend that they're just going to wiretap you and store you and keep your data for like 6 months to a year is a little bit... There are laws that protect you from that, okay? If Discord was caught doing that, they would get really, really hella fined. Now, of course, we also don't store streaming content when you share your screen. So again, we also don't store it, which is what they used to say. Now, obviously, if they remove it, they're probably storing your content, your screen content, your screen shares for, I would assume, one major reason. A lot of people use this for movie nights, and I assume Discord's been getting a lot of flack from a lot of like big publishing companies where literally Discord can be used to violate the DMCA. Literally, you are not allowed to stream full movies to each other. And if Discord lets you do that, they could absolutely possibly be held up liably. Again, I'm not a lawyer, but I assume that Discord is looking into the screen shares now. So if they are compelled to stop you from streaming the newest movie that came out, they may just prevent your screen shares, or they may implement some content ID system that stops your screen shares the moment you're screen sharing copyrighted content. Again, it's not something I necessarily agree with, but I get it. If they're participating in this and they are held liable, they're going to try stopping it as much as they can. Look, Discord does it, YouTube does it, Twitch does it. Any site that allows you to share your desktop or share content is going to end up cracking down on illegally sharing content. And I assume that's why they inputted that entire, or they removed that entire statement. Now, of course, in Discord's own thing, one of the things that I wanted to read here is what information do they end up collecting on you? So according to Discord, you provide them your account information, obviously username, passwords, emails, whatever, when you sign up. The content you create, so basically whatever you upload, such as the messages, posts, voice messages, custom emojis, short recordings of your Go Live activity, and upload and share files through the services. So again, that's information you're providing to them. And that's part of the information, obviously, they collect. So obviously your payment information, which you provide, informations from actions you take, which is obviously metadata from like the various decisions you take on their services, optional features where they need certain pieces of information, like that AI bot, and so on and so forth. Now, I tried really combing through this entire like terms of services, and it's not like Discord is doing anything that is more like damning than every other service that exists out there. In reality, they created an AI tool, and they're probably going to record snippets of your conversations, videos, or whatever, just to assist or maybe serve as some sort of moderation purpose. I've also heard rumors that because PlayStation now has Discord and because of Sony's specific privacy requirements or Sony's requirements, they may have to retain certain pieces of voice data for a very short amount of time or just for very specific reasons. Again, I think the general idea is I don't agree with this. I don't think any service should be storing your information. But then again, Discord is ultimately a free to use service, right? Generally, when you use a free service like Discord, you are giving up some of your information. Now, if they use your data to participate in their AI chatbot tool, then just by using their service, you're effectively giving up your rights. Which, if you're actually worried about that, I've heard some art people are worried about their art that's being shared in their Discord servers, possibly fed into their AI tools, you should absolutely stop using Discord, or at least look through the settings and turn off the features where you're like, contributing to their AI pool, if they even have that, and switch to services like Revolt that I've shown you. Because if you're genuinely worried about Discord using your information for their own benefit, they probably have the right to do it. Every time you use this service and you sign up to their privacy policy features, you're giving the keys to the VIP to these operations. So if you genuinely are worried about that, which it's great to see, use different services and stop using Discord. But this is one of those situations where I personally think this is mostly a nothing burger. It's not that Discord has really changed anything in their terms of services. It's just that they've implemented new features and they've given themselves some leeway for potential moderation or complying with certain laws. That said, though, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. I am